What's going on, everybody? So, as you can see, we're starting a three-part series for three vehicles. So we have this one. This is a '83 Jagger, and then we have a Challenger. This is gonna be our last. Oh, Charger. My fault. Charger, and then this gonna be our last one. And then from here, the next one after the Jagger, we have this this one right here, which I like the body work. It's pretty nice. So we have a 79 L series. So when you're looking at it, if you see a vehicle that doesn't have or doesn't sound familiar when you see these games, that's just because they don't own the rights to add. Um, they don't have the rights to actually like own the names or actually add the names to it. So it's gonna be a little bit different. Let me see, add that. Oh, I gotta raise her up. So majority of the time when I do rebuilds and restorations, I don't try to um, like salvage or repair a lot of parts. A lot of times I go directly and just buy everything else and see if that helps out with like money wise. So I know we need caps. So let's go ahead and order those. And then so the main focus of this one is to actually um have um crap, I'm losing my train of thought. The whole point of this is actually to uh get as much money as possible, or just like performance, and try to see what our numbers should be looking like on a dyno. So I know for a fact that we have um so for these, I know we have for pistons and everything. We was going to I think it's 4, 6. I know for a fact it was a point where you could paint all your items and stuff like that, but I'm like, nah. One, two, three, four. Yeah, four. Okay. So, get four of these. And then, so like I said, we're gonna try to go performance based. So we're going all out with all the performance mods. So right here is the tune up. So this has literally everything from brakes, different brakes and everything like that. And then you see the difference at the top right of the the icons. They tell you how much percentage you'll get from braking. Each brake pad, you get an extra percentage of braking power. And then the red just stands with power and everything like that. So I know for a fact I'm gonna need a flywheel. Mm, then the engine bay is an I. Okay, right there. I want to eventually do an engine swap on here too, to see how it's gonna go and everything. So what I was gonna do, pistons, and there's not a whole lot of um things on here that is too much different, but you do get a big boost. Pistons. Now we need like four of these. Alright, now for a fact we're gonna need those. And then a lot of times I just flip flop between a lot of these things. So I just go back and forth. Where is pistons? Okay, there we go. So then you just gotta remember which way is which when working on these vehicles. Because a lot of times I didn't know as I was playing this. Because you can see I'm level 19, so you boys been grinding. But level 19, you unlock a lot of things, or when you piston rings, darn it. So a lot of these items that you're doing, like when you're doing it, like the performance ones, I really didn't know they had. Like I didn't know they had performance spark plugs, different other items. So I was like, what? So I was mad because that's what I was going for. I was like attempting to go for a big name, well, like a big one, but Yeah, so which is not bad. Like it is what it is. Since I know now, I was able to get it. And then let's see, engine block I4. Let me see, we do engine block I4. Is this a I? Please have an I. So I don't have a I, just regular I4. I wonder if I could do an I4B. I4B. Da, 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 da. Because you got 6, but you don't have the 4. Yeah, regular. Oh, there we go. I'm slow. And one of those days, like a lot of it, like you doing it, and like, bro, I know it's here. I know it's here. But yeah, it's not bad. This is like the second one. They had a 2000. They had like a 3-year span between the one. So the last one that I'm aware of is what is the name of it? The one that, oh man. The one that I am aware of is um Car Mechanic 18. That was the last one before they came out with Car Mechanic 21. So that's one of the things. And then props to it. Well, they did, like when I tell y'all, they did a whole lot of upgrades. I played 18 probably a year before I started playing. Um, yeah, I think about a year before I started playing 21, which is a big difference. So for 18, I was able to do a lot of just like work, work and maintenance and stuff like that. A lot of stuff I could do on 18. Like I could go on 18 and I could start working and start moving and start like doing a lot of work. I could my money. I didn't have to worry about money, but compared to 18. Well, compared to 21, you had to be really smart with your money when you first start off. Because like with me at 18, I could just go ahead and just do what I have to do. Like I could spend as much money as I want and still have enough left over um to do what I gotta do, if that makes sense. And here, like there's been plenty of times where I had to start back over because I'm like, jeez, I can't. Like this money, this money stuff is not where it's at right now. Like I never have no, I never have no money. But then one great thing that started me to actually go on for and like getting the add-ons and extensions for everything to be able to um get all the other stuff. I thought I bought those. Hold on, let me see. I thought I bought those. I did not buy those. I don't know why, but get my money back. One thing I feel like if you should be able to get your money back, or like not 50%. I feel like 75% of your money should be able to be bought, like be returned if you like buy a part that you didn't mean to buy. I'm like, come on, my G. But but yeah. So and one big thing I like about Car Mechanic, so you can spray paint just about anything on here. Like like when I tell y'all it's just about anything, just about anything. I think it's yeah, I think it's this one. And it's pretty crazy. I like I'm like what? Yeah, that was like, and then so I was able to like if you're watching this and you go on and you just skimming through, if you look at my uh, some of my other social media platforms, I have a couple of them that I already did before, where I actually had did a whole spray paint. I painted like the Knight Rider with I forgot his name, but it's like all blacked out. Then I did a whole like yellow one. I did a whole color scheme one. So it was pretty interesting. I was like, what? Yeah, like you can do just about anything. Anything that you like, you can spray paint just like I said, just about anything that you think you need to spray paint or you want to spray paint. Like you can spray paint. Only thing about it is certain items that you can't spray paint, of course. But I'm like, yeah, certain stuff. Like some of the stuff that you're not allowed to spray paint. I was like, man, what? I was like, yeah, but it's not bad. And then from there, it's not too bad. And then let me see what else. It was something else. And then one of the perks about it, especially if you regardless of how you plan, you can do a lot to just get everything straight. So I'll have one of these, and it's always fun. It's really fun just getting to like build your car. It's not like the legit way of building cars, but you do get some type of sense of what you're building, if that makes sense. Like you get the common items that you learn how to build. Like you get like belt tension. They have some of the common items of um some of the stuff that you build, which is pretty cool. I'm doing it. I'm like going through here. Like I'm not big on like I'm not super mechanic savvy, but I do know some of the basics. I know enough to be able to make sure my car is running good and everything like that. Which I feel like everybody should, you know. But overall, I'm like, it's pretty crazy. And then with the mods that you can get with it, try to stick with all my mods, all the car mods that I have. Try to stick with the ones that keep me like that's with the um that's with Steam. So I bought this game through Steam. A lot of my games that y'all see me play are with Steam, and that's just something that I chose to because it's a little bit easier for me to be able to. It's like I always like majority. If I can get everything in one area or one location, that's what I try to do. But but yeah. So that's one thing. And then there's a couple other spots that I do too that I have my stuff at, but overall, that's where I try to stay at. Okay, let's put the flywheel and stuff on. I gotta be uplift. I think that's it for right now. Let's go ahead and lift this up. I know one video I did, it was like a whole hour long. So there might be a couple spots that we might skip through here. But let me see. Add on. There we go. And then it's but like everything is, all games have them spots in there where it's a little iffy. Like this one right here, this one right here. Like, come on now. But overall, I really like it because then I like working or like learning about cars. So like some of the mods like they got trucks on here. That if you want a truck, um, all that good stuff. Trucks, like foreign cars, exotic cars, all that good jazz. So, let's see. So and then on top of that, I try to work on the engine first. Sometimes I take the engine out, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel or the time of day. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Okay, put this on. There we go. So then after we get done with this one, we're gonna see, we're gonna align it and show some other stuff. Because with this one, um, it is they gave a lot of perks to this one, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I got the clutch. Need to go back here. Da da da. Gearbox. This little thing. And I know I'm gonna need a. I think I'm gonna need a drive shaft. Oh no, I probably won't need a drive shaft. Well, I know for one of them I'm gonna need one. And then that is good. The exhaust. So I know with the exhaust, they got what you call it, tune up. They got like what I tell y'all. They got so much stuff like for the tuning that you can be able to work with. It's ridiculous. I thought I had oh, we don't have a turbo in this one. Like, gee, like, come on, my guy. Alright, so next, so we got that. So we're gonna bring this all the way out. Catalytic converter. Exhaust. Okay. Can I reach that? Yeah, rear muffler. And then tab. Front. Catalytic converter. Middle muffler. And then I really like this tab to where it is very accessible to you as the mechanic. So like it's very quick. And I really think the one thing that I'm glad I got the first time was the tablet, because when you first start off in the game, the tablet is not something that you start off with, if that makes sense. So that's one thing I'm glad I grabbed when I had the chance. Alright, cause then after this, cause you get all the performance stuff, I think I don't have. And then one thing about this too is you have different spots for a lot of stuff. So like the gearboxes, if you want a performance gearbox or transmission, you won't get this one. It's just about anywhere. You have to actually get it from like is a custom tab on here in your tablet. So I think that's it for all of that. And then suspension. Where is front drive shaft? Is it a 4x4? No. Nope. Okay, cool. And then we'll get all this stuff down. Let me see. Front cross suspension. Let me see. Was it swivel A or B? Don't know. We're gonna skip that. I know I need two of these. I know I need two of these. Don't need none of that yet that I can think of. But I'm gonna need like I'm gonna do 10. Like so with these bushings, I never know how many to get, so I get as many as I should or could at the time, and then if I need more, I just get more. Alright, let me see. Just front swivel. B. Okay. Alright, front swivel. Regular. And then I know I'm gonna have to get the knuckles for the front. Then usually I flip flop between it. Sometimes I start with the beginning. I start with the rear of the vehicle and then make my way up. The rear of the vehicle usually take the easiest to do. So sometimes that's one main reason why I start like that. But I already got that. 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 Okay, let's go here. And let's get these two. I need to. And then like really your money it goes towards um the what you call it, the money usually goes towards the beginning of, well, if you trying to like start from scratch and like all brand new parts and buy and this stuff, much of the money goes towards like the engine, like, cause the engine and the external stuff like the body work and stuff like that. Like that's the main thing that you do when you working on stuff like that. Like that. So we're gonna need the lowers. Let me do this. There we go. The lower arm. Clear this out. Right in there. Let's see. Lower, 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 lower. Where you at? Lower, lower. You were just here. I noticed. And I'm gonna need 2 of these. And then I like the fact that you can work between getting all this stuff right for it. Where is the lower? That's the upper. Okay, maybe I'm overseeing it. Maybe I'm overseeing it. I'm gonna assume that that's the bottom. Alright, like since we can't find it, let's look it up. It's always like when you can't find it, you can still see it. Like I'm like, bruh, come on. Like work with me. And then usually when I get like 10 or 12, I think I usually end up getting pretty good. Alright, so let me see. Front cover. Close you out. Front axle cover. And then let's see. Front wheel hub. Front front wheel hub. Okay. So yeah, it's not too bad. So so it doesn't take that, which is surprising. It doesn't take that long to get this done. The issue is going back and forth. So I probably one time I probably end up doing if I do another one, I might end up just like buying everything and see. I'll probably do a few. I'll probably end up doing one to see how fast we can do a build, and then the next one I'll probably end up trying to see. Alright, let's see how long it takes us to do it with just like if we get everything prior to like putting it together. So all we gotta do is just boom, 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 boom. So like, or just repairs. I already know. One thing I really want to do um is what you call it? What's the name of it? I'm gonna do one and try to repair everything and get as much stuff repaired as possible. Alright, so let's oh, wrong way. And get the tires to join. So it gives you this portion to put all this stuff together. Take this off, put this there, join. I'm shocked I ain't seen no Tesla or anything yet. So get that together. Put that, put you, go. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna try to do next time. I think actually that car, well, no, I already took everything off of that one. So I think the charger, that's what we're gonna try to do, because we didn't take everything off there yet. Alright, so all of this is complete. Oh, so we do have a turbo and a starter. Okay, add that. Alright, I think, let me get the turbo from the performance aspects. Supercharger, turbocharger, that's not bad. And then on top of that, I get I think a 10% discount. So your boy's pretty hype. So then like, so any electrical work they require you to do, I think I need this, this. I already got the alternator, coils, I already got that. I need this. And then starter is not a V8, so we go with the basic. Civil A. And then, like, it's just some of the stuff is just, like, you already know, what you gotta do. But it's pretty fun. So, it's not too bad. I think she's gonna be pretty good. So all that stuff. Yep. Okay. Alright, all that. Let me go over here because I do the same thing over here. Right. Dum 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 dum. Alright, so that's good right there. Brakes. I'll go with performance brakes. Let's go with the ones that with the best ones we can go with, and then brake. Is it brake pads or brake disc? Then like the brake pads, you can't. They don't have no performance ones, so you gotta go with the OGs. And then I need that. Alright, so we can put this on. Put this on. The calibers. I'm shocked that they didn't have no like performance calibers, you know? Alright, so add this, then add this. I got okay, so they already got the standard, everything. Then we'll go to the rear. So then all we gotta do from there is just put everything else back there. Rear cross. Alright, rear cross body. So this is the one that's like it's like it looks complicated on a what like bruh why what I don't know it's real like some of the stuff is very complicated, especially when you're doing the regular missions too, like uh, some of the major missions that you gotta do is like as you go in the beginning, especially I played normal. Every time I play a new game I play normal just to get the feel for it and get everything down packed. And or like unless I like play it for a little bit and I'm like, hey, I think I could go and like knock this out of the park. I think so, right? So um that's one thing. But when you go in normal mode, whenever you working on stuff, you end up going pretty far, and then as time progresses, you end up working you end up getting it pretty good. Like as time goes on, you have to actually look for it. That's one thing I like about having the mods or like the tools that you get to use, is because as you go on, you be like, okay, cool. Like I'm getting the hang of it and everything like that, because it helps you look for items, if that makes sense. Let me get. Let's get. I think 6 more should be good. And I think I have plenty of those. Cause I don't think. Okay, rear, two of these, rear wheel hub. Yeah, there you go. And then, but yeah, like, as you go on, like you be a customer comes in and they don't know what's wrong with their vehicle. I feel like it actually gives you that like that mechanic attributes, if that makes sense, on some of the stuff. So like break this. Can I put the regular break? Oh, I think I can. Oh, I didn't know that. If I know that, I would have put the. Oh, sweet. Learn something new every time you play this game. So, cause I didn't know that you could put the ones I just put on there. I didn't know you could put those on there. If that makes sense. I need two of these. Actually, let me get the small one too. Two of these. We still at 21, so that's not bad. And then, so once we get done with all the interior, like the mechanics and stuff like that, we will see how much we get from there. And then we'll take a note on how much it's gonna be after that. Cause I like, and then on top of that, we gonna make a profit. I already know we already making a profit, but I want to do a challenge. I think I want to do a challenge to see how much of a profit if we take everything that we can and like fix everything that we can, and, like repair everything and fix everything. What's the biggest profit we can gain from this? From like working on these vehicles to like try to get the best profit for our vehicles. Did I get more of these? I only got two of those. Yeah, I got two of those. Two of those bad boys. And then the caps. Two of those. I forgot this is a front wheel drive vehicle. Right? But yeah, so get that straight. Did I get the rear support? Let me see. Nope. So rear support arm. Rear support arm right there. Or suspension arm. Two of those. And then I do need two of those. And then like some of the other things you can do too is once you, as time goes on, getting the other items like the barns and stuff like that. Which I'm not gonna lie to y'all, these barn finds they're good, but I'm like, bruh, like you trying to you expect me to pay regular price for something that you like this you just sit in a barn for and collected dust, and Lord knows how old this thing is or how beat up it is or what's wrong with it, and you just expect me to just do that? Which I don't like. That's one thing I don't like. I don't mind, but I prefer taking my money, going to the junkyard, probably taking a little, like $2,000 to $3,000 more to repair it, but I feel like it's more satisfying. You know what I'm saying? Like those barn finds, I feel like it's way better. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a couple of those barn finds that I like that. I was like, man, I really want to get that, but do I really want to spend that money? I thought I bought two of those. I guess I did. But yeah, it was good. It was interesting. Oh, let me get three more and two more. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was real fun. Alright, there we go. There we go. I think that is it for that. Then we get the fuel tank and everything. Cause I think you can get a performance fuel, what you call it too. Then put these bad boys on, put that bad boy on. Zoom in, make sure that's good. I don't know. I think it's pretty legit. I think we're gonna do it. And then on top of that, you do get a bonus for restoration when you restore a whole vehicle. And that's one thing I like about that too. Like you get a little bonus for restoring it. You get a bonus for um bonus for what you call it too. Wait, is it a fuel tank right? You get a bonus for um you get a bonus for performance. You get a bonus for restoring a vehicle and all that good jazz. One thing that really caught me off guard though was like when you balance the vehicle, like it won't allow you to what you call it. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? I can't think of it. Why can't I think of the name? Like when you restoring a vehicle, it won't allow you to. Yeah, I can't even think. Oh, well, I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought. But one thing I wish they would do on here is allow you to sell your cars at auctions and seeing how much you actually get for it. So I'm like, come on, man, like work with me here, work with me. And then like, so when you looking at certain parts, so did I get the reservoir? I think I did. So you see the 3 stars over here. If you go to your salvage or your scrap, what you call it? It allows you to enhance a part. I didn't know that until like I was randomly playing with it, giggity, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and it just gives you a little bit more like and stuff like that, and prevents it. Like it, I guess it's allows you to, I don't know, like, what's that word? What's that word? It's like almost like gives you a little bit more power, or I don't know. I can't think of the name of it. FEMA, Vanna, regular one, regular one. Right, there we go. I think she come around just nice. And then I4. Let's do that. So that's probably a little bit easier. I4. Base. Where is cover? And then let's go get a performance filter. I4. Where you at? I4. Is it just? I want to say I4. Okay, there we go. Oh my, this is it anyway. Yeah, okay. Put that in there. Then we gonna. Was it one thing too? I did not know you could do is, or to help with the trying to get it paid for too, is the I'm really having brain farts today. Jeez. Um, is what's the name of it? What's the name of it? What's the name of it? Is you got the line of tires and everything too, which I was like, what? And lights, which was like, what? And they be like, yeah, you got to do all that stuff for it. Well, that's if you could do it. It just won't like fix. It won't like. I think I want to say I'm not 100% sure. I didn't compare the price before. We might do that and see how if it's gonna affect the price on if it's gonna what you call it. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I'm sorry about if I sound a little congested. It's just finished raining. Yeah, boy, allergies all over the place. Like, I'm tired, but it's okay because you gotta get it in. I don't mind. Power steering. I did. I think I did everything else. In there. Okay. And then the one way I do this is I just go through each individual one, making sure we get everything we need. Boom, 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 boom. Then we go back here, clear this out. Boom. And then fuse box A cover. Then just go down the line. Fuse box A, already got that. 2 of these. 1, 2. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 3 of these. I mean, 1 of those. 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. And 2 of those. 1, 2. And then we go back to here. There we go. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. good with that. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so all of this is good. Let's look and see what we got. Everything, I think everything is good except for the internals now. Or externals, yeah, rims, tires, hood, trunk, all that good jazz. So we're good. So let's go ahead and get the tires. Standard tires, 185. I said 185, right? Let me double check. Make sure. Let's go ahead and do this bad boy. Make sure we're good. Alright. Yep, standard tires. We good. Give me 4 of them mofo. Well, not 5. That's okay, do serious. Size 15. 185. And 55 profile. That's not bad for that price. So, whoop. 55. Still not bad. Okay, and then rims. We are good. Let's go to retro. 4 of those mofos. Size 15s. And do we need a? I'm assuming no. Yeah, okay. So then, let's go ahead and put these bad boys on. Then we'll worry a bit when we hit the exterior. Never seen one go more than 4. I mean more than 3. So that's oh man, I keep on. I don't think I'm used to the old 2018. Alright, balance this. I think no more than 3. Try to balance. Or one of the posts, if you go to my Instagram, I think you will see it. My tires and like I have big boys. I got the biggest tires you can get on the truck. But then I was like, geez, it cost me an arm and a leg. I was like, oh no. There, we good with that. Next things next. Well, we can go ahead and skip through towards the end of the video for, and we can go over. We can go ahead and skip to the portion for the body, where the body's already gonna be done. All right, there we go. We have it back. Let's go ahead and get her painted, and then once we get her painted, well, yeah. Oh, wrong spot. Let's go ahead and get her painted first, and then we'll take it to to get her tires and everything aligned. Let's go with the factory color just for this already. She's already like that. So we good. I like that red though. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, and then take it to the. Nope, we're gonna do the test pass first, just to make sure the wheels and everything. So this is what I was saying. So wheel alignment. Ooh, that bad boy is off. Like I don't know what. So go through, make sure the tires aligned. There we go, and we are good to go for that. And then for this, make sure the headlight is not even close. Oof. And then I totally forgot. There we go. Align. Let's go to the right. Ooh, the right is all the way out of whack. Go ahead and get this back right. And we are good with that. Now let's take it to the dyno. Let's see what performance we got. So let's go ahead. There's thank you for. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Yes, I want to proceed. So as y'all can see, when we first started off, factory power is 158 horsepower. All right, let's go ahead and start the test. That's not bad. Almost 100 more horsepower. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it. Gotcha. Dude, not too bad. I think that's pretty good. So I mean, always let's take a picture. Here's my photo. My photo. Examination mode. Photo mode. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. Never mind. There we go. Nice. But and then moment of truth. Let's see how much she worth. So everything is 100%. So the part value 24,000, body value 11,000, performance parts value 23. So condition bonus, like I said, like when you get it, when you completely restore a vehicle, you get that little bonus. I only paid less than $6,000 for it, so we have a profit over almost $73,000. So let's go ahead, sell that bad boy. So we are now with a whole new $20,000. So until next time, look out for the next video for part 2 for the restoration build. For we're doing a 3-part series. So we're doing, as we already did that one. Next one on the list is this bad boy. So we're gonna try to take as many parts from here and try to restore them as much as possible. But until next time, peace.